We now continue on, and it says, just like regular recurrence relations, we're able to write a general rule for the state after n steps. So this is our general rule here, and it's exactly what we've done previously when we're talking about recurrence relations in financial maths, in which we've got this power of n here. So use matrices T and S subscript 0 from above and state the general rule, S of n, use to model this situation. So what we're going to do here is we're going to write down what our general rule is going to be. So to get S of n is going to be equal to our transition matrix, which is 0.8, 0.2, and then 0.48, 0.52. We're going to then raise that to the power of n and then multiply it by our initial matrix, which was 80 and 25. And now by using this general rule, we're able to calculate what things are going to be after several iterations. So now it says, find the number of planes expected to be at Melbourne Airport on Thursday night. So if we're Thursday night, what's that going to be? Well, let's just come up here for a second. You know, Tuesday night was S1, Wednesday night was S2. That means Thursday night will be S3. So now if we come down here and we try to figure out what Thursday night is going to be, we're after S3 here. All right, so S3. All I'm going to do is I'm going to take my transition matrix and I'm going to raise it to the power of 3 times by 80, 25. Okay, and let's see what happens here. All right, so we're going to come here and let me just kind of clear some of this up. I want my transition matrix. Let me get rid of that. I'm going to raise my transition matrix to the power of 3. I'm going to multiply it by my initial state matrix. So I'm going to come here. I'm going to come here. It was 80 and 25. And when I do that, I'm going to get these numbers out here. So let's write that down. So I'm going to get is equal to 74.31 and also 30.69. And remember, this is Melbourne, this is Sydney. So therefore, what we can say here, because we'll have to do a bit of rounding here, is we're going to have 74 planes in Melbourne, and then 30.69. No, do we need? No, sorry, we just need Melbourne, don't we? Find the number of planes expected to be at Melbourne Airport. So let's not write down that. Let's make sure we read the question carefully. That's it. So 74 planes in Melbourne. That's it. All right, let's now go to our next one here, which is E. And it says, find the number of planes expected to be on Sunday night. Well, you'd have to count it up. And after you count it up, starting with, you know, Tuesday being S1, Wednesday being S2, Thursday being S3, well, Sunday is going to be S6. So that means to find S6, I'm going to do the following. I'm going to take this 0.8, 0.48, 0.2, 0.52, and I'm going to raise it to the power of 6. Then I'm going to go times, and then it's going to be 80, 25. So as you can see here, the most important thing is that I'm raising it to the power of 6. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to take this. I'm going to replace this 3 with a 6. And that's going to leave me with, now I'm just going to write it out as you always should be doing, unrounded first, or just giving it to a few decimals. So 74.12. That's pretty ugly. Let's try that again. 1, 2. And 30.87. And I should really round that up, shouldn't I? So it should be really 8, 8 once I round it. That's an ugly 8. Okay. Now this is asking for Sydney. So how many are in Sydney? Well, I'm going to have to round this up. 30.88 will be, therefore, 31 planes in Sid. Perfect. And that is how you do it, people. All right, so that is how you use your general rule to get some answers there. Hopefully you found this helpful.